the snake pit. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes Daniel Hill. He barreled his way into the end zone 5 times, leading them to victory last time out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
The give to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Working the ground game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the run, it's Hill. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Tight end now in motion. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Throwing Russell. Got him quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the return, it's Barnett. So Vanderbilt's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. RPO complete. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Moving to his left. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Driving forward, it's Hill. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Hits the hole, it's Hill. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Powers inside. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Carter. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This offense has it with really good field position. Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
when you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to...
He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. In the red area, it's Hill. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Carter. Out wide left, it's Spence. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The give to the left. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Russell. They're all over him. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Right side, it's Rodgers. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Throwing Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Keelan Russell still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At the 45 on his way. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Sets his feet. It's Russell. It's dropped after taking the hit. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the tie. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. 2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Again, it's Russell. Stepping to the right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Russell. On the move. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards. Make it.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown Tide. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback keeper. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Russell on play action. Flush to the left. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Push is ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. They're not thinking 3. They want the touchdown, and here they come going for it on 4th and short. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Almost lost the football on that one, but the clock is stopped while the medical staff comes out to tend to an injured player. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Under pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking for room. Makes a move. And there he goes. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Making the adjustment. Throwing Russell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Plows his way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Alabama sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Russell. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Carter. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Vanderbilt takes his 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. On 3rd down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. Got his man in the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest in their matchup against the number 2 team, the SMU Mustangs.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Back to throw, it's Carter. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Caught over the middle, it's Spence.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Alabama sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Handoff to the single running back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Using his legs, it's Hill. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
He's loose. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it to the right side. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Buying a little time to his left. Left side is Rodgers. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. He scores for the 5th time in this game. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. they hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Adams. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Spence. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Tough run here, it's Alexander. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Commodores! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Keelan Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. They'll run the... It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Catch in the middle, it's suspense. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick give, it's Alexander. Driven back.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football today.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. With this game well in hand, let's take a look at some of the potential Heisman candidates here as we get very late in the season. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Trying to get started. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Buys time to his left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ollie, what do you have?
Well, guys, these turnovers continue to dictate what's happening in this ballgame. The quarterback has been under duress, and he is starting to show this wear and tear. The defense is feeding off of this, though. They see he's banged up, and they are going to keep coming after him. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Russell. Rushes on. Right side, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mack. Comes down, it's Edwards.
Man, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. There's a crease. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Ready to try the point after. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Quarterback will keep it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Went to the running game on first down, now 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He's past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throwing Russell. Left side is Edwards. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Trying the run, it's Hill. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Long way to go on second down. See some running room. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Got some green grass. Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the